Alright, it says I'm live. Time to see if it's true. I am plugged in, yep. It is true. Hello. Whew. You know, we actually had a really good day today with subscribers. I think that we got 8. That is very good. Lately, I've been averaging like 3. Or 2, really. How are you doing? I said, yeah, I saw they said that it just stings and headache you, but yeah. I hope that you feel better soon. I mean, I don't know if it's one of those headaches that, yeah, that like, yeah, like they can't do anything when it's like that. Like sometimes I get headaches, and occasionally it's the kind where I can do literally nothing. But sometimes it's just like I have to. Like it'll blow over eventually, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's continue. I hope that you'll feel better soon. And D&D went better than last time, so I had fun. We got through the maze, if you can believe it. Crazy. It took us several tries, but we got all the way through. Man, we have so much armor. Really? It must be counting my runestones. Usually it doesn't count them. It has to be, right? Let's take that off for a second. Yeah. Yeah, it never counts it. I don't know why it is now. Weird. Okay. Alright, let's brace ourselves. It's been a little while, as always. I have to recall my strategy. Okay. That's a lot of health. Wow. Okay. It's an eye infection, so you think the swelling and inflammation caused the headache. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I have a water bottle. I'll drink right now. I did just have a snack. I had a ham sandwich, by the way. All right. You know, this is one of those games where I have to be incredibly deliberate with everything I do. And if I'm not, I know I'm going to die. So I have to be really, really careful here. Because obviously this isn't something that if I mess this up, that I'll live. That is not the case. If I mess this up, I die. So I have to make sure I'm doing this right. It's always a scary part. So I can start with the... Ooh, good thing I started with the David. Oh my gosh. I almost started with idea. Alright, yeah, let's start with the David, which double plays, which I totally remembered, obviously. Alright, we can play idea, which will make Goliath free. Now we can duplicate David. Man, this is such a crazy character. Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm able to defend against the 1. It does appear like I'm going to have to get this guy out of here. I don't think I can deal with him at the moment. The damage is pretty high, but I just have to remove a bunch of his armor, right? Playable clowns when? I guess if I reduce their damage, it might be okay. Actually might, because if he's dealing half, I think I could defend against this. Then I don't have to kill him in 1 round. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty manageable now. Let's do a Master Paint. Now we can do a duplicate. Let's duplicate the David again. Alright, we're not taking damage. Whew. Man, this is crazy. Alright, it's not being duplicated. I feel like I should do a stunning idea. Let's do it. I am doing good, Kid Childs. I think that Potato is taking a nap. Yeah, I think that now is typically her nap time. Alright, let's bring in some, let's bring in some toxic shots. I think I want to still target this guy down. Alright, so this is about to duplicate. Let's send him a present. This one? Oh, we killed him. Huh. Okay. I guess he's dead. Alright, let's bring in some toxic shots. Ooh. Whoops. Not enough. Alright, we're going to keep doing some toxics. The dream is that I'm going to get a duplicate on this again. So I need to get 3 more shots. So I can do 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit too strong. I didn't even need to defend. Didn't even need to defend. If these guys have like 10,000 plus HP, then you must be fairly deep into the current run. Yeah, I think I'm at about 50. I think. We're actually doing like so good, it's crazy, honestly. We're doing really solid. Let's do the Unyielding Quiver. Yeah, we're using Bloodthirsty shots, and that has done exceptionally well for us. Yeah, I mean, I was actually somewhat close to killing them all. I wasted 3 energy defending. I haven't well, this is the first time I played in almost a week, right? So I made some mistakes there, but it didn't hurt me. So, okay. Let's see. So Pyorth is actually rather valid because typically we only last a couple of rounds, right? Polished here is pretty good too for the same reason. So usually are only there for a couple of rounds. Let's see. It actually is interesting to put in Polished here. Let's think about this. At the moment, in order to gain an increased damage comparatively, I'd have to play about 10 cards. Or I just start with 75% increase, which is probably the way to go. Let's do that, because they're typically dying the first 2 rounds, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I'm liking these. Okay. The only thing that can be replaced is Fio, that after killing an enemy, draw 2 cards, reducing its cost by 1. That's good, but not, like, exceptional. It would be nice if I had something that was more offensive. Because I would like to be able to annihilate them a little bit faster, but I don't think that that's really available. Again, it's been a minute, but yeah, it doesn't look it. Okay. Yeah, so 49, not at 50 yet. I think I have to get to like 75 to reach top 10, by the way. It's something like that. Okay, so if I play this perfectly, I'm probably going to be in another position, another great position, but we'll see. I just really need that to work, right? Right. Well, we may as well do the idea, play the advanced feint. Now, if we keep playing this, we will be able to get a duplicate. We could do the call to arms now. Not a bad idea, actually. Okay, let's bring him in. Alright, we got our 2 Bloodthirsties. That's good to see. So it would be nice to eventually get these arrow shots in. Which shouldn't be too bad. We can duplicate another Mastered Feint. Alright, we have a David available. We could just play it the one time just to play a card. Yeah, we eventually do want to bring in the preparation time. Alright, let's play the David. Alright, I believe if we play Stunning Idea, then that means we're going to be able to play a Quiver for free. I hope that I counted this correctly. I did not. Oh well. That's okay. Alright, so that means I'm going to have to get some kills. Which isn't a big deal. We can just smoke one and then go for one. Yeah, it seems to make the most sense. Something I could also do is play this to give myself 100% additional damage for the round. I'm also not opposed to that. I probably should, just to get the increased damage. And then we're going to smoke one. And then we're going to be going for the other two. Alright. Let's see. His armor is too high, isn't it? Sorry, it has been a minute. I'm just checking something. Yeah, if you play 7 or more maneuvers, then you gain an energy. Yes. So I was 1 shy. Yep. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be taking some shots, but we're probably going to have to use the acid bomb. We haven't used it yet. Let's use it twice. Just for fun. Alright, he's out of here. Whoops. I could actually knock out him, but yeah, you're out of here. He is damaging, but we should be fine. Let's see here. So he's dealing 300. Well, they are dealing a fair bit of damage, actually. Yeah, worse than I first thought. Okay. So let's see. 570, he's dealing about 400 and 300. So they're dealing about 700. So I am actually dying at the moment. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to play something to get rid of one of these guys. I could just do a talking... Well, talking skull when... Yeah, let's do a talking skull. Yeah, we just need to have something like a feint. That should be fine. We can do a consecrated oil as well. Oh, that was an accident, not consecrated oil. Man, I really haven't played in a while. I meant to do Wayfarer's Leaves. Yeah. Because that's going to duplicate, and now we are defending. Yep. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's see what we want to do. The next duplicated card is going to be in 5 actions. So let's do idea. Let's play the Goliath. Now we could wait for it to be duplicated, but let's play the feint. Alright. Cool. Let's see. I could actually stun him again if needed. He obviously needs to go down. We almost got him already. It won't take us too much more. Yeah, so if I play one more card, I can duplicate the David. So let's do that. Awesome. Let's duplicate David. Now we have another duplicate coming up, so let's do it again. Alright, perfect. And then we're going to do Stunning Idea. Alright. Now this should be enough to get rid of this guy. Sure looks it. Alright, so we are already defending, so it's not even that big of a deal. I can't quite kill him. I can kill this little guy. Alright, that's fine. We'll play the zero costing stuff, because it does give us some benefits. We have no reason to bring in the quivers, I guess. Well, I guess I can bring in the toxic shots. It'll help us in the future. It'll make it a lot easier to just get rid of him. Sure. Let's just keep going. Okay. Alright, so we have a Bloodthirsty. As long as we can get it duplicated, we'll be able to get the kill. Let's see. So in 3 more maneuvers, it'll be duplicated. Alright, now it's in 2. Alright, 1. Alright, now it'll be duplicated. Alright, so now actually we have a card being played 3 times. Alright, so he's out of here. That guy's out. And I think that we're good. We can play stuff to flip things. We do want to flip Stunning Idea. Yep, now's a good time. And then we'll just end it. Okay. Let's actually pop a potion. Alright, and let's just kill him. Maybe. Call to arms. Yes. Alright, well, we are dealing crazy high damage still with those two. It is very pleasant. Let's just keep increasing our attack. And now we're at 50. Just 25 to go. I think it's actually pretty doable. But yeah, these guys are absolutely a little bit of a pain. Okay. Soon. Yes. It shall be done soon. Just you wait and see. I forgot that gets duplicated. That's fine. Alright, let's play an idea. Sure. We can do a mastered feint. Okay. Now let's think about it. So this is maxed out. He can be defended against pretty easily. I could go all out and try to defend against both of them. And then go for this guy. Probably not a bad call. He does need to lose a bunch of armor, though, is the problem. So if I do this, that means I'm going to need to bring in the toxic shots as well as the call to arms. But I don't think that that's too big of a deal, actually. Yeah, if I play Stunning Idea now, I think that that's enough. But then the problem is I'm not defending enough. Well, if I play the call to arms, I should get my other bloodthirsty shot. Yeah, so there actually is a very good chance I'll be able to get rid of this guy as well. Yeah, actually I don't think that that's enough still. I think we need to duplicate the advanced feint in order to defend against both of them. Yeah, that is a little bit problematic, but we should be okay. Alright, good, we have a smoke, so everything's fine. So we don't actually have to kill him then. I do want to play the Stunning Idea if I'm allowed to. It looks so. Okay. Yeah, so we'll deal with them later. And yeah, it doesn't exactly oh, I just realized I could... Oh, I am taking damage. Man, I am miscalculating all over the place today. That's not good. Man, I hate to do another talking skull. Yeah, I need to slow down my rounds. I could just do a smoke bomb, but that's a little bit overkill. Yeah. Because that should be my last resort. Ooh, I didn't get anything. Interesting. Well, I'll just do the smoke. And I'll just pop him. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, these are also costing. Alright, well, we start with the duplicates. Let's just do that off the bat. We're going to want to do idea for the Goliath. Alright, so then in 2 card plays, we have a duplicate, and also in 3. So we could do something like toxic shots. We probably do want to do something defensive, though. Yeah, then we're going to have 2 duplicates back to back. I guess 3. Alright, so let's take a shot. He has too much health. Ooh, he does too. Man, the whittling down of armor is not enough. So I guess I'm going to have to bring in the preparation time. Let's do that. Well, I guess I could... You know what? No, let's duplicate the David. Alright, that's fine. And then we're... Yeah, I think that we can then do a toxic shot. We can put one of these guys down. What's his armor at anyway? Because I am decreasing it slowly. Okay, so he's at 75 exactly. Yeah, so 2 of these should be enough then. Yeah, because also we do have the regular shots. If I just do one of these, we can do a duplicate on the bloodthirsty. And then this guy's out of the fight. We are now defended. So I want the healer to go down just to get rid of her. Alright, that's fine. We can do a stun, but we're not going to do a stun. We do have enough for toxic shots, so we'll play some. Alright, so we have a bunch of toxic shots in the wings, but we can't exactly bring it in. Alright. So we'll just leave it. What just happened? Wait, what? I gotta go back in the stream. How did I die? Oh, man. The faith healer got me. Oh, man, that's awful. Yeah, after I killed the faith healer, she gave 50% damage boost. Ah, if I had known it, I could have blocked it. I did not see it, though. Oh, well. Yep, that's what happened. Oh, well, it happens. And hey, we got to 50th. That's okay. We also made it to 50, so ironic. We're on like the fifth page. That's fine. Middle of the road. I'll take it. Anyways, that's a shame. Alright, so now what do we want to do? Let's go back into play. And yeah. So kid, you prefer endless power, correct? And I think that you wanted to see how the melee characters do in this. So I'm down to see what we could get done with that. If you want to see that. Also, let's look at the leaderboards. Yeah, so this is the Berserker, I believe. Yeah, so the Berserker, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We need to get to the thousands. Alright, well, the Berserker's the only one that doesn't hit the thousands. You know, like, for the most part. Alright. Yeah, Berserker's my favorite as well. So let's do that. Endless power. Let's go Berserker. Let's see how he does. Right there. Hello, friend. Man, it has been so long since I've played as this guy. When your health is below 25%, gain 2 energy. You got it. Man, it has been so long since I used this guy. But I do remember enjoying him a ton because you have all those abilities of that, you know, that proc when your health is so low. But alright, let's do this. Crawling fire, don't you remember this? Deal a hit and reduce enemy armor by 25. Damage increases by 20% for every 10% of your missing HP. Very fun. What's fortifying? Gain 30 armor this turn. Retaliate 5 damage per hit. Okay. Well. Also, one of our abilities is just simply the extra energy. Okay. Well, that was very easy. Alright, let's go from here. Alright, so I do have to be thinking about this a fair bit. Defensively, I'm going to have to take a lot of stuff. I need to have enough blocks to be able to handle everything. So counter is really nice to get this early on, probably. Because I'm going to want it at some point. Because it's gain 1 block for each enemy. Like in the 5-4 dweller fight, I'm absolutely going to need that. Counter strike. Retaliate with 1 hit, dealing 75% damage received from every hit. This isn't actually that bad, but we probably should take the counter. We're going to need it eventually, so let's just take it. Disposable protection. At 75 armor, duplicate the next played card and offer 50 armor. Counter-strike was useless in your experience? Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't take it then. Pendulum. Whenever you suffer a hit, increase your damage by 3% at the end of combat. Since enemies deal so much less damage than you do comparatively. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that there are like dangerous playstyles as well with the Berserker too. Because I do remember thinking, well, if I just have 75 armor, I should be fine. But even at 75 armor as the Berserker, right. I mean, eventually you're going to be fighting monsters that are dealing, 1,000 damage a hit, hitting 5 times, whatever. So it's like block is probably preferable. Like even when you have maximum armor, which is crazy. Every turn, retaliate the first hit you suffer, dealing 100% of the damage you receive. Yeah, I agree with that with Pendulum, but yeah, I don't think I like any of them, but yeah, I think I agree. I think Pendulum makes the most sense. Yeah. All right, let's let's just go straight damage. He's not dependent on armor, unlike other classes. Hello, friend. Okay. Alright, this looks fine. We can do a block, and if I do go for him, he gets stronger, right? Yeah, stronger with each hit he suffers. Yes, yes. Very true, isn't it? And if I kill the Faith Healer, which I forgot, which got me killed last time, that gives everybody a boost, so I don't want to see that happen. Okay, so he's not going to actually go down. He is, was it under 12? Yeah, so that's not going to happen if I do Crawling Fire, but I'm still not going to kill him. So I'll take a little bit of damage, but I actually do need it. He needs to get me to 25. One of these days. A small part of me wants to say just let it happen. Actually, I probably should. Now that I think about it. Let's remove some of their armor. Yeah, we kind of do want to just let it happen. Because we want to be low. Oh yeah, he's the one that gains lifesteal. Right. That's him. Yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Very cool. Alright. Still trying to get him to get us low. Come on, buddy. You're getting there. Alright, we can get rid of him. Yeah, so this just gives us lifesteal. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we have a 0 costing first slash. We have the exhausting strike. I love that. I'm probably just going to take it. And rush. Offer 5% of your max health. Draw 1 card. Its cost is reduced by 1 this turn. I mean, this isn't awful, the rush, but exhausting strike is, you can't pass. 5,000% damage plus the cleave. Yeah. It also just cost me 1. Yeah, I don't think I can pass that one up. Alright, Amok. At the start of each combat, gain 4 ultimate charges. That's not bad. Increase your max HP by 3 after each combat. I think that's going to be useful. Yeah, because that's going to, triple my health, quadruple eventually. Yeah, I know, I think I have to grab that immediately, but what's the last one? For every 7th hit received, gain 400% damage next turn. No way. Yeah, I do like Amok, but Soul Trap I think is very good to get early on. So, yeah. Yeah, this just this does give us max health. Yeah, let's still do the damage a little bit longer here. Okay. Alright, we can just kill him. I guess that's fine. Alright. Alright, so they're hitting me some. I still want to take a little bit of damage. I'll let it go. Alright, then we can just get rid of the guy. Alright. 3 max health. Okay, deep breath. Yeah, that's not too bad. Draw 4 cards. Power of Weird. Offer 10 health to draw 2 cards. Yeah, Deep Breath isn't bad. I mean, it'll let me replace a block, but in reality, I don't need another block, right? I need a block that gives me tons of block. The single block is yeah. If it was the double block that gives you 1 this turn and also next turn, I'd probably take it. But yeah, not this. All right, I don't want to do the draw. It's not gonna be worth the energy, I don't think. And then Power of Weird. Offer 10%. Man, I don't want to do that. It's not terrible, but I mean, yeah, I'm gonna cancel it. I prefer Rush, where it deals less damage. It just gives you the 1 card. All right, gain 2% damage for every 1% missing HP. That's fantastic. At 75 armor, duplicate the next played card and offer armor, and then Beast of Darkness. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max health by 1 until the end of combat. That's pretty minimal, just 1. Yeah, I mean, it'll give us like, 15 health or something by the end. But let's take Superhuman Conditioning. Yeah, I will say that, yeah, I probably do want to get some armor eventually. What would be preferable is if I play Fortified Mind, and then that gets me to 75 whenever I play it. That's probably what I want to reach. So let's at least take a little bit of armor and do some attack. Alright. Do our exhausting. Lovely. Alright. Can't quite get a kill here. Sure, let's do the counter. And let's hit you. Oh, we did get the kill. You don't say. I guess we'll just kill you. Yeah, our damage output has doubled now. Okay, let's see here. Power of the Weird. Again, I prefer Rush. I'm going to hold out on that one. Sweeping Strikes. Add Cleave to every hit this turn. Kind of interesting. And Rapid Attack. Deal 6 hits at random enemies. Each hit reduces the enemy's armor by 5. Now, I am going to need to reduce armor, but I prefer if it's not this, because this doesn't let me target the person down, and that's kind of scary. I'm not going to do Sweeping Strikes. It's not worth the energy. And yeah, I'm holding out on Rush. Okay. Corpse Shield. Whenever you kill an enemy, gain 50 armor and 1 energy. That's not bad. Power of Sacrifice. Whenever you receive a hit, draw an additional card next turn. If you're below 25% HP, its cost will be reduced by 1. Okay. Every turn, retaliate the first hit you suffer. No. Yeah, I think I like Corpse Shield. Whenever you kill an enemy, gain 50 armor and 1 energy. I could imagine that being pretty useful. Yeah, that is interesting. That is actually very intriguing. Because that does make me think, like, at the end, when I'm in the infinite fights, that would be very good, because then if I just have 25 armor, if I go all out on attack, I just need to get 1 kill to max out my armor. I don't even need to play a card, which is kind of crazy. But we have to see what runes we get before we commit to anything. Okay. Not too bad. 5 to 7 damage, huh? Alright. Let's hit him. Small strikes. Ooh, so close. It is crazy how much damage we're dealing. But anyway. We're already dealing a lot. Alright. So we can do Crawling Fire. I'll get a kill, huh? Oh, we have Exhausting Strike. Yeah, I mean, I kind of still want to get hit, but I'll kill him. We'll get hit later, right? I suppose I should get down to 25 health, though. Okay, so Fist of Stone is valid, but Saint... Oh, man, we also have Blade Fury. Yeah. Whew. Deal a hit for 100% damage to a random enemy and chain, so it keeps on going for every attack I've played that turn. That's pretty good. And Double Edge. Retaliate with one hit, dealing 200% of damage received from the next hit. No. Fist of Stone. Yeah, this is the only one that we've seen. Well, we saw the other one, but this is the only one that we've seen that reduces armor that you can choose, except for Crawling Fire, which we start with. Now that I think about it, Crawling Fire will eventually be probably better than Fist of Stone, now that I think about it. Yeah, because Crawling Fire has, yeah, damage increase by 20% for every 10% of your missing HP. Yeah, so that means eventually it'll increase by about 140. I believe it starts at 75, so it'll be at 215%. If my math is correct. Yeah. So it'll be a little bit less, but it removes the exact same amount of armor. But its energy usage is down by 1, so I don't think that that's worth it. Blade Fury is good. It'd be another big hit I can do, but it's also random. Right, it's going to be very similar to Small Strikes, but it's a little bit better. So let's take the Blade Fury. Alright, Fear. For the first 3 hits in combat, reduce armor of all enemies by 50. I don't remember if that's my first 3 hits. If it is, then that's amazing. Blood Inside. When you're fighting only one enemy, increase your damage. No. Berserker Rage. Whenever you use your ultimate, increase the damage of your next hit by 100%. Now that is pretty good, but typically what's going to happen is if I get the lifesteal, I'm going to play a huge card anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it'll increase my damage by 100%, but I don't think it's going to be as good as Fear. Yeah. Yeah, so it is my attacks. I thought that it was, but I wasn't positive. Again, it's been a while. And we're still doing attacks until we get our runes. Then we'll decide from there. Whew. Alright. Well, that's not fair. We're just gonna kill him. I mean, he's just dead. I mean, there's nothing to play. Alright. I mean, if the game wants to do that for me, I shouldn't complain. Alright, man, I kind of do want to duplicate a card, but increasing card draw is so nice at the same time. Ugh. I know they did. Yeah, everybody died in one hit. Man, do I duplicate? Oh dear. I mean, the Exhaustive Strike is amazing. To duplicate that is just so nice, but increasing card draw, I think it increases my survivability. And yeah, I think that's what I care about a little bit. Just a little. So I'm going to do increased card draw temporarily. Ugh. Let's only do it the one time, because that is important for our survival. Okay, that's not good, but we're so strong, I don't think it really matters. Alright, let's take some Cracked Gar in the front. Sure, let's take Cracked Tear in the back. We'll have a ton of armor in the first... Man, you know what? Yeah, let's just take out Man. Let's put Tear in the front. Let's just kill him in the first round. Then we don't even have to think about it. And Ing, I mean... Yeah, we'll put it on the Weird Candle slot. So we have a 15% chance of getting a Weird Candle every fight. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't hurt us, right? Alright, did we get it? We did. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. They're dead again. Okay. Let's see. Rearrangement. Draw 2 cards. Their cost is reduced by 1. Ooh, I do not like that. Double Strike. Deal 2 hits for 100% damage and cleave. No, I don't think so. Heavy Cyclone. Deal a hit for 200% damage to all enemies and reduce their armor by 10. This isn't too bad of an idea, but at the same time, yeah, 20%. Yeah, at the same time, Exhaustive Strike deals 500% damage to one, cleaves all others. It only cost me one. I feel like I should just duplicate that and just keep grabbing it. Heavy Cyclone isn't half bad, but I'm going to cancel anyway. Alright, every time you gain armor, also gain 25% damage for the turn. I'm not gaining armor that much. Vitality, gain 50 max health. That's not too bad to do. Whenever you receive a hit, reduce the enemy's armor by 10. That is a little interesting. I do gain... You know what's interesting is I gain armor every time I get a kill. So this will also give me damage per kill. You know what? Maybe I will do that, because more than likely there will be instances in which I gain armor from passives, and when that happens, it's going to be boosting my damage output as well. So I like the idea of that, but the 50 max health is hard to pass up too. Alright, let's do the Deadly Impetus. I don't think I've ever went that route before, so. But now I need to be taking some damage in this legendary fight. So hopefully they damage me. Man, okay. Alright. This doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Alright, let's, let's just do the Exhausting Strike. Okay, not terrible. I believe that, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so let's do the counter. And then we'll just do a hit. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I thought that Fear... Didn't I take Fear? Or did I not? Oh. Okay. So since my attack had Cleave, it counted as 5 hits. Okay, so that's why it didn't work. That's fine. It's whatever. Actually, I need him to hit me with that, so that's fine. So they're dealing 30, 40, 55-ish damage. I need that to actually happen, so that actually works out quite well. Alright, let's keep removing some of his armor. Yeah, let's just do some attacks. And then Blade Fury. And also Small Strikes. I thought that was out of energy, but it was not. Alright, so I do need them to hit me. Okay. I could stun him and attack the others. Yeah, let's just do that. He's out. He's out. Let's not block him. I just 1 damage anyway. Okay. Alright, does this kill him? I think it does. Or no, it does not. Now it does. Alright, not bad. We're still not at a quarter health. I feel like we're always so close, but since we keep on gaining 3 health, it's hard to actually do that. Ooh, discard a card. What do I want to get rid of? A basic attack isn't too terrible to do, honestly. The only 2 things that are valid, in my mind, is the block or an attack. Nothing is necessarily bad, and stun is sometimes so useful, right? I can't get rid of that. I don't think I can get rid of the blocks. That's too scary. We're gonna have to get rid of a basic attack. Alright, you're gone. Alright, Blood Oath. Whenever you use your ultimate, consider that all that health you're racking up will also act to buy you time later down the line, which means more damage in the long run. Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. Whenever you use your ultimate ability with 8 or more charges, increase your damage by 200%. That's not too bad, and also there are ways to get ultimates at the start. Chant of Doom. At the start of each turn, gain 10 armor for each ultimate charge. That also increases my damage by 25% each turn, which is interesting because of the other passive I have. Whenever you suffer a hit, gain an additional charge. I don't think I care much for Born for Combat. Well, I mean, I'm feeling Blood Oath because there are ways to get to 8 and it's not too hard to get to. Increasing damage by 200% would be pretty nice. Chant of Doom isn't bad because it pairs well. And also, I don't have to do anything to grab it. It's just going to happen to me. Yeah, let's do Blood Oath. Let's do that. It's not going to... Well, you know what? No, let's do Chant of Doom. Again, I'm pretty sure I did Blood Oath last time because I really like the idea of this. But it's been so long. Let's see how this will pan out. I do like how it could work with the other passive. Emphasis on could. Alright. Let's grab a... yeah, weird candle. We are getting them with one of our rune stones, but... Alright. Oh man, they're dead already? Okay. Alright, well we do need another one of those. Okay. Raw power. Mark yourself or an enemy. Okay, target's damage will be increased by 100 and armor will be reduced by 50. I do remember taking that in the past. I felt like it was worth the 0 cost to remove armor if I need to. I'm probably going to take that, but you know, now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to do that when I'm fighting the Four Dwellers, so maybe. Quick attack, deal a hit for 100% damage and draw a card. Yeah, that's not a bad call as well. I like things that let you draw a card, and that's just a better attack, right? And I just got rid of one of those. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that either. And then what's the last one? Random attack? Nah, random enemy gets hit, stunned, and loses some armor. Let's do the quick attack, because I don't think I'm going to be playing raw power during the toughest fight, so let's do that. Alright, at Doom's Gate, at 0 armor or lower, on every hit received, gain damage equal to damage taken. Okay, I'm assuming that's damage percentage increases as I take damage. Maybe. I don't know about that one. All right, if health drops below 50, draw 2 more cards at the start of the turn. Now that's really good because that means you're going to be getting 2 additional cards and an additional 2 energy. At Doom's Gate is the name of one of the tracks from the old Doom games. Oh man, that sounds really cool. Whenever you use your ultimate, increase damage. No. Oh, it is? Man. E1, M1. Man. Doom music is really good. My goodness, it really gets your heart pumping. Alright. Let's see. Let's do the Crawling Fire. He's dead. And then we'll do some small strikes. And he's also dead. Nice. What's also nice about killing these guys so fast is that we're saving weird candles a little bit. That's pretty good. All in. This turn increase the damage you deal by 100%. Okay. Let's rage every turn until the end of combat. Increase your damage by 25% and offer 10 armor. Ooh. I do remember liking that in the past, but again, when I'm at the very, very end, beyond the Four Dwellers, that's not going to be worth it, and I'm probably not going to last that long for Rage to give me a benefit. Probably not. And Quick Counter is just so good, it's crazy. It's kind of brutal, really. So, or it can be. Especially once we get the extra card draw as well as extra energy. So let's do that. Alright, Rampage. At the start of each combat, deal 1 hit for 50% damage to a random enemy. Deal additional 50% damage for every 10% of HP lost. Huh. So that means that I'd start the combat with about a 400% damage hit, which is huge. Well, at least, you know, that's the dream, is to get down to there. Retaliate all hits received with 1 hit, dealing 10 damage. Okay, so you always retaliate 10 damage. Oh, That's really terrible. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max HP by 1. No. Well, until the end of combat. That's why I'll say no. Alright, so let's do the rampage. That sounds good to me. It'll at least give us a leg up at the beginning. And also we can kill the sick men with 1 hit with that, because that's the main concern. Let's see how much damage it does here. Kablam. Yep, got a kill. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, great. He's dead already. Dead. Man, that's just too good. Exhausting strike is just crazy. Alright, yeah, let's duplicate it. It's too good. It's too good to pass up. Where are you? Exhausting strike. You're in. Congratulations. Alright, we can upgrade the Gar. It does decrease our damage if we don't have anything good to replace it with. I guess, well, man, I don't know. Maybe we don't. You know what? We'll figure something out, right? So we're not using man. We can put calc in here. It's not going to hurt it. Well, no, it will. Healing could be annoying, actually. Ethel's going to be used. Yeah, that's it. All right. Could increase our armor instead, but yeah, let's increase our armor actually. Yeah. All right. We need better rune stones. The Ing is our defensive rune stone, and that's just giving us the weird candle. Okay. All right. Not too spectacular here, but that's fine. Okay. And yeah, dead. 2-card play instead of a 1-card play. What's this world coming to? Alright, Celestial Dagger. Deal a hit and gain 1 block. Alright, Executioner's Strike. Deal a hit for 175% damage. Damage is tripled if they're stunned. Okay. Deceitful Pummel. Deal a hit for 125% damage. Then pick 2 cards from the grave. I mean, this is good, obviously. And also picking from the grave, yeah, I have to take that. Because also there will be instances in which I'm going to want to play a second counter. And Deceitful Pummel will allow that. So let's take it. Alright, if you're below 25% max health, increase all your lifesteal power by 50%. Yeah. I mean, at that point, if I'm in trouble, I'm just going to pop my ability. Pain Fondness, and right, whenever I pop the ability, I mean, right, the lifesteal is a percentage thing. At that point in the game, I'm dealing crazy damage, so I'm just going to heal the full. Or almost. Whenever you sacrifice life, gain 10% damage till the end of combat. It's not very good. Every card costs an additional 3 health. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, the only way is if I have a passive lifesteal, but I don't think that that's what self-fulfilling prophecy does. Yeah, none of these are actually that good. I don't think I have anything that sacrifices health at the moment. I probably will eventually, though. But then it's just going to increase my damage by 10% if it happens. Brand of Life is too scary. Self-fulfilling prophecy is actually kind of useless. Especially again later on. I guess we'll do Pain Fondness just in case we go that route. Okay. What is our health at anyway? Yeah, so we need to lose about 20. I'm sure it'll happen in this encounter because it is a boss. Hello. Okay. Well, the counter makes a whole lot of sense in my mind. Yeah. Okay, so we're not taking damage. Well, so if I do this, it'll kill the 3 little guys. Alright, let's do it. Oh, it won't kill the three little guys. I thought it would have. What a shame. Alright, so our armor keeps on increasing temporarily with each kill. If your armor is too high, let's stun him. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we have a quick counter, which chains, and we have a Blade Fury, which also chains. Yeah. Interesting. Alright. Did that in the wrong order, but that's fine. It doesn't hurt to play this. It'll reflect, what is it, 5 damage to him? Oh, no, it didn't, because I was blocking. Right. Okay. So I just have the 1 block, but I think that that's okay. Yeah, I think that's alright. Let's do some crawling fire. Let's also do a quick attack and see what we get. Okay, so he's going to deal up to 42. That will get us into the position we've been wanting to get into. So let's see how it goes. I can pick 2 cards from the grave if I do that, but I can't play either of them. So let's save Deceitful Pummel for later. Okay. So all of our buffs are going off now. So we got +2 card draw, we got +2 energy. Okay. Alright, so we can stun a golem, we can also grab a block. I think that actually is a good idea. Yeah. He's not going to go down. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, let's grab us a block. And let's see. So we have 1 block, we need to do another one. This guy's going to go down for sure. We have the Exhausting Strike. Sure. Didn't quite get that guy. Let's kill him. That's fine. Alright, so this counts as a special, so I'll do that later. He is being blocked here. This is random? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we get. Alright, he's out. He's hit. May as well do a Fortify again. Okay. So he should be out of here in a moment. Does this stun him? Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier. Sure, let's get rid of him. Do one of those and just keep hitting. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we are getting a fair bit of bonuses for being low on health again. Alright, let's discard a card. Let's get rid of another basic attack. Because, right, we have so many great 1-costing attacks at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we don't need the basic attack. We do probably need a better block at some point, though. Okay. Looking good. Another weird candle. I will say the Berserker, in order to get to top 10, isn't too bad compared to the others, which I've mentioned before. So, it probably won't be that bad. Hit him. Blade Fury him. And he's gone. Okay. Fresh Meat. For every enemy killed by this card, permanently increase your health by 2. I think I will take that, as I believe it actually is permanent. So let's do it. Death Crush. Whenever you have less than 25% health, duplicate every attack type played. So this is amazing. I'm going to be taking it. What else do we have, though? Bulwark gives you 40 armor, and if your barrier is damaged, gain an ultimate. We don't have any barrier, right? So let's do the Death Crush. Man, duplicating all attack cards. Sure. If the game insists. As I always say. Alright. Yeah, so we can just get some kills. Dead. Nice. Man, well, we probably will be plowing through a lot of these now. Ooh, repeated hits. Yes, that thing's brutal. Yeah. Deal a hit for 75% damage. Next use in the same turn deals an additional hit. Return 5. So it's just, you know, just keeps on dealing more and more. Especially since you duplicate your cards. It's insane. Because that means that you go from because you attack and then you attack, and that's playing it once, and you've already played it 3 times, and it's, yeah, you'll see. I know that kid. I'm sure he knows, but that's the most insane card there is, in my opinion. Yes, it's an auto combo. It really is insane, right? Because you can spend 1 energy to deal 3 hits, and then on the next time you play it, you spend an energy to do 9 hits, and then you play it again, and then you spend an energy to do 13 hits, and then it's whatever. It's like 20 hits. You know, it's crazy, and you have the energy for it too. That's what's insane. All right, when you're fighting only 1 enemy, increase damage. Now, for every 7 hits received, if your barrier is damaged, I don't have barrier. Okay, well, I guess we'll do blood inside, but, I mean, there will probably be instances where I miscalculate and I leave 1 guy left alive. So let's do that. Okay. So, we have repeated hits. Yeah, so he's not going to last. Okay, fresh meat will get the kill. Alright, we're through. Yeah, fresh meat also increases our health by a smidge. Duplicate a card. Ooh, man, are there some good options. There are some really good options, actually. What do I want to duplicate now that I think about it? I'm a little bit worried I'm going too much into attack, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I'm getting another repeated hits is great, because then I'm more likely to get it, right? Increasing card draw is also very good in this case, because we're doing so well. Just being more likely to draw something really good is also very valid, because we have a lot of things that are pretty useful, right? Because it's not just the repeated hits, it's the exhaustive strikes, and then also if we're in trouble, it's the counters which we can get. So there are so many things that are good already. Well, let's duplicate the card for now. We might change our mind and get an increased card draw later. But the question is, what do we want to grab? Because the repeated hits is insane. The only problem with that is that we're not lowering their armor with this. Yeah, we could grab yet another exhaustive strike. Or exhausting strike, sorry. Alright, let's grab a repeated hits. It's just so good. Okay. Alright, so we upgraded our calc. That's all we got? Man. That's sad. Alright, let's put it in. First turn in combat, draw 2 cards. I mean, that's fine. We can put Ethel in for a little bit more armor. Okay. Ooh, I killed him. I didn't even play a card yet. And yeah, they're all dead. Yay! Hooray! Okay, next. Okay, Blade Trap this turn, gain 50 armor and stun every enemy that hits you. That's not too terrible, but, you know, I don't think so. Blade Fury, pretty good. Deal a hit for 100% damage to a random enemy and chain. I do like that. I mean, I would prefer if it's a quick counter. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage and chain, so he keeps hitting the same guy. Yeah, because, I mean, this, if I take this, you know, the regular attack really is useless compared to everything I have. Now that I think about it, Blade Fury might even be taking away from repeated hits, as well as Exhausting Strike. It probably is, and it's really nice, but it probably is taking away from the better cards. So let's cancel, because eventually, once attack is gone, the next 2 things that are the least important is, well, block, kind of, and Blade Fury. So let's not take it. There's a good chance we're going to get rid of our other one. Alright. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're below 25% health, increase all your lifesteal. Now, whenever you have less than 25% health, increase your damage by 100%. That is a yes from me. Okay. We're still below 25%, right? I hope so. I don't quite recall. We are. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We probably do want to do a counter. Yeah, we have to do one. Alright, so he's dead at least. Alright, so he's a problem. Let's see, what's in the grave? It's just a counter. Alright, let's do the crawling fire first. Yeah, so his armor's kind of low. Yeah, I probably do want to do the deceitful pummel. But I think I want to wait at least a round. Let's do the small strikes. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Awkward. Alright, let's do the deceitful pummel. So I can bring in the crawling fire. Yeah, I picked 2, yep. Okay. Alright, let's do crawling fire. Remove a bunch of his armor. And now we have 3 energy left. Yeah, well, I hope we'll kill him in 1 round. Yes, we did. That is pretty crazy. Alright, discard a card. We'll get rid of the last attack that remains. It's out of here. Alright, Blood Drinker. Whenever you kill an enemy while the ultimate ability is active, fully recharge the ultimate. Huh. That is interesting. I haven't even used the ultimate once. I typically only use it in an emergency. Because you get so many benefits from being below 25% health, especially with the way that I have it. While your ultimate is active, all your hits reduce the enemy's armor by 20. That's pretty interesting. Whenever you use the ultimate ability, stun all enemies and draw 2 cards with their energy reduced by 1. Huh. Huh. There's no minimum. I think that's the one. Yeah, cause I mean, don't get me wrong, these are really nice. But I think that's the one. Because there will definitely be instances where I need to stun enemies, especially in the long run. Even if it's just one of the guys, the Remorseless Assault will get us to 70 pretty well. We're gonna take it. Right, exactly. It's done on demand. That's insane. I'll take it, but that's insane. Okay, I could take another weird candle. I guess I will. Now, the only problem is I don't start with the 4 charges. I didn't grab that, which now I'm really regretting. I don't remember what I replaced it with, but that would be incredible right now. Because that means I could just start off every fight with a big old stun if I need to. But anyway, they're gonna die. Fair. Oh, wait. This gives us health. Yeah. Now you're dead. Okay. Alright, we have another Blade Fury, but this is a random enemy. As I said, this is likely one we're not going to be too interested in. If I do double pain, I already duplicate all my attacks, so this would duplicate one of my stances. The only thing that would make sense is a counter. Yeah, I don't think that makes too much sense, so let's just cancel. Targeted, well, I guess I could take the targeted block. Yeah, because that's better than a regular block. No, actually no. No, because at the end, it doesn't matter. I don't think that there's going to be an instance in which one of the attacks doesn't kill me. Because the whole point of targeted block is, right, to prevent yourself from dying. But at that point, if I'm defending, that means I have to defend against everything. Well, by the time we're at, like, round 70. So we're going to cancel. Because that's going to eventually be dipped, or dropped, or at least I'm going to wish I didn't take it. Yeah, and Blade Fury, again, that's the next thing to go. So it's really nice, but it's the next thing to go. All right, whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max health by 1 until the end of combat. No. A power of sacrifice. Whenever you receive a hit, draw a card next turn. If you're below 25% health, its cost will be reduced by 1. I think that's the way to go. For every 7th hit received, gain 400% damage for the next turn. Yeah, we're going to go power of sacrifice. Let's go there. Okay. Now we are definitely on the hunt for another passive, but I don't remember how many you get. I believe you get like 5 more, so I think that we have a little bit of time. Yeah, let's increase our health, and yeah, they're just dead. Yeah, I have a feeling until the 4 dwellers, it's probably going to be pretty easy. Alright, so Blade Fury is in fact better than the other Fury. Wherever it is. Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking, I thought that this was quick counter. My bad. Blade Fury is the one I was thinking about dropping. My bad, I spoke wrong. Alright, deal 2 hits for 50% damage against all enemies, reduce their damage by 33%. Oh, sorry, 30%. I mean, that's not too bad. I will say that if I was going defensive, this would be very nice. But I think I need more than just 1 spikes throw. Especially at this point in the game. Because there's only going to be about... well, there's probably about a dozen card choices, actually. Yeah, we're going to cancel it. Okay. Division. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave. 20% of damage received. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Increase life steal when below 25% health. And blood-fueled rage. Each received hit increases your damage by 25% for the next turn. I guess we'll take the life steal. We'll make sure we get to max. But we should anyway. But I'll take it. Okay. If things get bad, that is. Which they totally will, but, you know. Okay. Repeated hits is an interesting one to get in this fight, gotta say. Let's do fresh meat. Very interesting. Yeah, so... duration, 5 negated hits in a single turn. Yes. Below 50? Okay, no, he's taking damage. Okay, dead. I should kill him, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why that card even exists. Like, it's so good. I don't understand. I really don't. Okay. Ooh, we're actually getting very close to having too much health. I just realized we need them to hit me. Just a little bit. Yeah, I just realized we are going to need to get something that offers, because we're eventually going to get to the point where we can't take damage, and if we do, we just die. We're not quite there, of course, but eventually that is going to be the case. And there's going to be no way that to mitigate it to where it's just like 20. It's going to be a minimum of like 400, right? Or 300. And since we don't have barrier, it's just going to kill us, even with maximum armor. Yeah, we're definitely going to need something that offers health. But anyway, duplicate. I mean, there's always something to duplicate. Yeah, I feel like at this point we're doing so well, we just want to increase our card draw. We need to make sure that in a bad round we're getting something defensive. Man, I don't like any of these. Man, gonna drink some water. Okay. Yeah. 10 barrier is useless. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of this is at all helpful. Alright, let's close. Yeah, we're healing ourselves too much. Okay. Yeah, if I do this again, we're healing even more. Yeah, we kind of do want them to hit us, actually. I might try to leave somebody alive for that. I suppose if I leave them alive already, what is this? 12:33? Yeah, that's fine, because they're not going to kill us, so. Okay. Yeah, let's go for the Skelly boys. The Skellingtons. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's not dead. Yeah, sure we can kill him with this. You're gone. Okay, so they're dealing 12, 24. Ooh, I guess I do have to kill him. Or do I? 37 plus 15 is 52. Yeah, that would kill me. Yeah, I shouldn't have killed the guy. Like earlier. Oh well. We'll do it in the next fight, where we will take a little bit of damage. Alright, one-man army. Deal 3 hits for 50 damage to random enemies. Gain 5 armor for each distinct enemy hit. No. I mean, I guess this is just a better small strikes. But, no. Alright, meditation. Next turn, increase your damage by 150%. And raw power, mark yourself or an enemy. You know what? I think I'm going to grab this now. So I either can increase my damage by 100% or reduce an enemy's armor by 50. I think I'm going to take that. It's not going to be great against the Four Dwellers, but it will be great at other times. Retaliate all received hits with 10 damage. That's so lame. At Doom's Gate, at 0 armor or lower, on every hit received, gain damage equal to the damage taken. I'm not taking any damage. Every card costs 3 health. Terrible. Yeah, none of these are useful. But since at Doom's Gate has that title, we'll take it. But yeah, okay. I believe we're still good on health. Yeah. Ooh, are we? Times 4. 180. Ooh, we're not. We need to take some damage. Ew. Ew. Oh, man. I could kill him, but... Oh, no, I can't kill him at the moment because I'm not getting duplicated, right? Right. I'm right. Okay. So we'll do that later. So we just want to block a little bit of his damage, not all of it. Let's gain a block. I think that's enough already. 39 damage is okay. Alright. Let's remove their armor some. He's going to be pretty close to having an issue. And then we'll do a quick counter on the guy on the right. Oh no, what is this doing to me? -1 energy? That's actually okay. Because I'll be at 5 then. Okay. Alright. This should be fine. So everything is getting duplicated yet again. So the crawling fire. Yeah, so everything's very close. You could do repeated hits. Repeated hits. Repeated hits. Crazy. Hey, Potato. How was your nap? I hope you're feeling good. Knock him out. We are doing fairly well at the moment. You're sleepy. A sleepy potato. Alright, I can remove something. Rested for a bit. Okay. Well, I hope you're feeling good. I know you're sleepy, but, you know. some, like because, after a nap, sometimes you feel like you want to just go right back, but other times you feel, you know, just chill. But yeah. Also, I think Masha is there, but she has a headache and stuff. So she has her eyes closed, and she also might be asleep, but she's either asleep or she's just chilling. But anyway, man, I already forgot. Was I discarding? I believe I was. Yes. Okay. Was drinking energy drink like me? Oh yeah. You never even asked how many energy drinks I had, by the way. And again, you don't want to know, but I kind of want to tell you just because I think it would be funny that you'd be, like, what? You can't do that. But I'm telling you, I'm immune to energy drinks at this point. They just taste good. That's all I get from them. They just have a nice flavor. You don't want to know the number? Okay, I won't tell you. All right, I'm gonna get rid of small strikes. By the way, at first I was thinking the random one, whatever it was, the Blade Fury. But small strikes makes more sense because if I've played one other card, then Blade Fury becomes better than small strikes. So let's do that. You'd be disappointed. Wow. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm doing my best. Alright, let's keep taking these weird candles. I should probably pop one. It's gotten to the point that they can actually harm us. I'll pop a blood candle once I get in. And blood candle. Okay. Actually does hurt us a lot. Okay. Dead. And some free hits. Let's eat 2 health. Cool. And dead. Yeah, we are doing pretty good. It goes by fairly fast at the moment. Ooh, I really like reposition. Discard your hand, draw 4. Let's do it. I like the redraw. Someone please recommend him something healthier to drink to keep him energized. Wow. I know. I need more caffeine. That's what needs to happen. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave 20% of the damage received. That's going to be a no. Barricades. Whenever you play a card, increase your max health by 1 until the end of combat. I'm going to say no to that one as well. It's a little bit scary. Oh boy. I'm okay. My heart is doing fine. It's doing fine. I guess I'll just start every combat with 75 armor, even though that's not too useful. But hey, we'll take it. Okay. It is crazy how fast we can get through. But anyways, desperate measures. What was this one? Discard your hand for each card, heal for 2, and gain 2 armor until the end of combat. No. Skullcracker is interesting because it's, it's essentially the exhaustive hit, but I don't lose it. I guess I'll take the Skullcracker. Yeah, I suppose. I hope that's a good call. I mean, I have so much energy, right? Yeah, many times I don't even know what to do with it, so that's fine. Okay, Blood-Fueled Rage. Okay, each hit received increases your damage by 25% next turn. I don't know. Whenever you receive a hit, gain 10 armor, or at 75 armor, duplicate the next card played and offer 50 armor. I am very interested in this because that means the first 2 cards I will play in a combat will be duplicated twice. Let's do it. You think a green juice might be best? Tomato, lots of greens. True. That is true. I do like green tea. Green tea does have some caffeine, right? I think it's like, you know, like a third of a coffee or something. But it does have stuff. 100%. Alright. We killed one without even playing anything yet. Yeah, got played 3 times. That's crazy. Alright. Will this kill him? Yes. Man, we're doing really good, Potato, by the way. Also, oh no, I never did the permissions. Yeah, I probably had enough time to do it right before stream, but it slipped my mind as I was getting it started. I think I didn't do it yet, did I? I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, I can duplicate a card. I am very tempted to do that. Whew. I could just increase the card draw again. Yeah, that's, you know what, let's do that. Let's keep on increasing our card draw. Alright, we got a better Ethel. Doing a bunch of combinations here. Yeah, I did forget the password, but I found the paper with my password. But I forgot to do it, you know. You just slipped my mind. I'm sorry. Let's see. Reduce armor of all enemies by 17%. I kind of am interested in that one because, yeah, I think they do need to remove some of their armor. Let's do that. Then what else do we want to do? I don't want to heal. Yeah, none of these are all too useful. Actually, none of them are. I guess we'll take Gifu. 10 barrier. Why not? I don't think it'll ever save us, but who knows? Alright. Okay. I've seen better. I've seen worse. Yeah, so the first card I play will be played 3 times. So, I mean, I could do repeated hits. Yeah, I guess I could make it very strong from the beginning. That's crazy. We just need to do a regular hit on that guy. Didn't hit him. Quick attack. Okay. Let's do a raw power, I think. Oh no, we have the chain up. Okay, so no. Okay, do some hits. Now we have the chain. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, but we are doing really well, by the way, Potato. This game is doing exceptional. Yeah, I don't know how far we're going to make it, but we're at the very least we're plowing through the first few fights, which is great. Okay, we're not going to take any of those. We are looking for something defensive, but not that. Berserker Rage. Whenever you use your ultimate, increase your damage. Now, whenever you receive a hit, gain 10 armor. I never get hit. Division. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave. No. Alright, so we're doing the Berserker Rage then. For the event that he used the ultimate. Okay. So if I play this, it will be played 3 times. Actually, that is actually a lot. That'll be about 2,500 health. I can then play it again. That's crazy. Crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, they gain armor back. Forgot. Alright, let's remove some armor from him. Do another exhaustive. Okay, I think I did this a little bit wrong as I'm looking at this. Oh, yeah, I did. Ruh-roh. Alright, so if I play the counter, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do a reposition. Alright, that works out. Yeah, that'll be played twice. Could lower his armor. Yeah, we should be able to do this still. Crawling time. We can take another... you know what? Let's take a raw power. And reposition. Let's do that. Because it's 0 costing. Okay, we can do another raw power. Guarantee the death here. Yeah, so he's out. He's being defended against... I could do a quick counter. And it's actually not that helpful. What will I draw? Nothing useful. Alright, so let's do the quick counter. Okay. Alright, so we do have a stun available. We could stun that guy. No, we want to stun him, actually. Then if we play a block, we are now defended. We could actually stun the golem. You know, let's do it. Yeah, I should have just done that without the block, but it's okay. Alright. So we can do a bunch of repeated hits. I think that's what I'll do. Alright. Thank you, potato. I'm doing my darndest. 800 health. Alright, so I can toss... Actually, I could probably do the raw power to myself in this case. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Repeated hits. Yeah, he's so close. Alright, let's do the fresh meat. Gain some health. And then we'll just keep doing repeated hits on him. No, he has too much armor. We'll do crawling fire. His armor's pretty low. You know what? Let's take the risk on quick attack. It's not too bad. But let's just do a bunch of repeated hits. Will he die? He did. Nice. Okay. Well, this is going very well. Whoops, wrong one. I don't think that they even deal damage, so we're just delaying it, but we did it. Another one bites the dust. We do need another good passive ability soon, but we're doing okay. Alright, let's remove the small strikes. And close. And let's grab another weird candle. I suppose. I mean, we are getting tons of them, but I think next time we'll grab a healing mixture, but alright. Okay. Let's see. I could do the exhausting strike. Yep. Do I have another one? No. So I can keep doing repeated hits. Well, I just need to do it the one time, huh? Okay, let's do crawling fire. Oh, okay. Well, we ended with more energy than we started with. That was great. Okay. Man, that's actually really tough. All three of these are pretty valid. I mean, as I was saying before, hot iron is going to be... Something that offers health is going to be important one day. Because I need to lose some health occasionally. If I don't have it... Well, I have to have something that does this, and that's actually a pretty big hit, so let's take it. Even as much as I love Exhausting Strike. Let's do it. Okay. Beast of Darkness. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max health by 1 until the end of combat. For every 7th hit received, gain 400% damage for the next turn. If your barrier is damaged, gain an ultimate. Well, that never happens. Alright, let's do the Beast of Darkness. Sounds scary. Alright. By the way, Potato, when you do gain permissions for polls and stuff, I'm fine if you do semi, you know, just fun polls if you want to. I don't mind. I will not mind. Alright, so I could do a, yeah, let's do a raw power. And could do a skull, let's do the skull cracker on you. Okay. So I think we're going to have to do a block. I mean, I might be able to knock him out, but well, we probably can. Let's take the risk. Yeah, he's dope. It wasn't even a risk. He's just gone. Alright, you're gone. Keep hitting him. He's gone. See if we get anything with a new draw. Nope. Alright, dead. Man, just so deadly. Alright, get rid of him. And him. Yeah, I was saying to Masha at the beginning that it's crazy. I got like 8 subscribers today. And I was thinking about it. It's like, ooh, charge your ultimate to half of its max charges. Yes, I need that so bad. But anyways, I was telling Masha earlier that I got 8 subscribers today, which is awesome. But like, that's what I used to get back in the day. So I'm assuming that because version 1.1 came out of Tainted Grail, people like came to the channel again because I got kind of a nice boost. So that was pretty nice. Like I got almost 1,000 viewers the other day, so that was pretty cool. But like that is a ton for a channel my size, a ton. So anyway, each hit received, that doesn't happen. If your barrier's damaged, doesn't happen. Whenever you play a card, increase your max HP by 1 until the end of combat. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll do barricades. Yeah, we'll do it. And more damage. It better not kill me. I just think about that. That would be a bummer. You're gonna have some toast. Is it pizza toast? Do I know you too well, or am I wrong? Or both? Alright. Man, all this divine oil. I mean, this guy's dead. I wonder if I can kill him in one hit. See if it's possible. Who's next? You're next. You. One hit. Not this time. Don't have the pizza sauce. Aw. Make it. Well, I shouldn't encourage you to buy a tomato, but make it yourself. Make it puree with a tomato and just add Italian seasoning. Bam. Pizza sauce. Maybe add a dash of olive oil and you're good. Pizza sauce. Man, duplicating a card. It's still so tempting. I think we'll just increase our card draw still. Man, I don't like doing that too much. We have a pretty high card draw at this point. I think that we did it 4 times, actually. Or maybe it was 3 or 4 times. So our card draw is very, very high. We also gain 2 every round. You've never made pizza sauce from scratch, but you may try it someday. Yeah, well, I have when I made garlic pizza. I made a garlic sauce. That was the one time. I never actually made tomato sauce pizza. Like you know, I never made tomato pizza sauce from scratch. That's the verbiage. Let's duplicate a card. What do I want to duplicate? There are so many good options. I am tempted to get Deceitful Pummel duplicated. It is exiled though. But Exhausting Strike is so good that also gets exiled. I also kind of want more of it. I kind of really do. Yeah, let's grab another one. Okay. Oh, we got a mythical. What does it do? Provides plus... Okay, this is really good. Alright, so it's going to give me 5% damage for every kill while equipped. It's going to eventually get to 100%. So that is amazing to grab. We want to kind of keep the stand. Let's remove the Gar, as good as that one is. Let's get some duplications in. Or not duplication, combining in. Fantastic. Alright, what's on the back? Yeah, 40 armor. Yeah, not really using armor. I mean, I kind of want to take the thing that gives me armor on the first turn of combat, though. I'm assuming I have at least one of them. Yeah, I do. Cracked here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so eventually we're going to be getting a huge buff from that mythical stone. Well, 100% additional damage. So, I mean, you know, that's good. Okay. Oh, we killed a guy. Didn't even realize. Alright. Let's see. Dead. And dead. Fantastic. You've made a tomato sauce before? I think you made it some time ago with whatever you're eating. I probably have. Well, I have made a tomato sauce, yes. But I was just saying I haven't made a pizza sauce. Preparation. Increase damage by 10% at the end of combat. I don't think I'm going to do that. 10% is drops in the bucket. Alright. First blocked hit in a turn grants you an ultimate. No. Plague Wielder. Whenever you place a hit, receive a hit, reduce enemies' armor by 10. I don't receive hits. Gain 20% lifesteal if you have all ultimate charges. No, I don't want to accidentally be getting lifesteal. Let's grab the steel barrier. Yeah, I do miss cooking new stuff. I love to cook, as you know. I haven't cooked in so long. Like, the last time I made macaroons was when, you know? Like, ages ago. I think it was in 2021. Like, ugh, I miss it. I miss it. Okay, so now is the time where things are going to be becoming concerning. I should have thought about this a little bit before I got in. So, if I use Inhuman Utterings, as soon as I pop my ultimate, they will all get stunned. So I guess I could do that. Let's do Inhuman Utterings, and as soon as I use this, they'll all be stunned. So I can end that way, right? Now, if anything that removes armor, got a little bit unlucky with that one. I guess I could use raw power on the guy. Let's do that. Okay, let's play this 3 times or something. Okay, got one out of here. Okay. Let's play the Skull Cracker. He's out. Okay, not too useful. Could do another raw power, I guess. If I play Deceitful Pommel. You know what? I think I am. I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring in Inhuman Utterings and raw power. That's fine. We're going to play the raw power. I did that a little bit wrong, but that's fine. We'll do the Blade Fury. Then I'm going to stun him. And then I'm going to play Inhuman Utterings again, just to give myself what I need. And we can end the turn. That was pretty solid. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alright, now the concern is, as per usual, hey, they have too much armor. I mean, I have one of my Crawling Fires. Let's throw that on. I should have done the other guy. It's okay, it's okay. We're not gonna die or anything. We're not gonna die or anything. So close to death. Alright. We could use the repeating hits. It'll kill him. Also get us started on a boatload of damage on this guy. Seems like the right move. We could do a quick attack, but let's just do repeated hits. So, oh, I just realized he's immune to stun. Luckily, he's dead. I didn't even need to think about stunning the guy. Alright, let's discard a card. Huh. What do we want to remove? Let's see. So I need to keep crawling fire. It's my only way to remove armor. Exhausting Strike is obviously staying. Blade Fury is a maybe. Quick attack I feel like should stay in case I need to draw. Quick Counter is pretty good because I get to attack somebody that I choose. It's better than the Blade Fury. I want to keep Deceitful Pommel. Fresh Meat isn't that useful. I mean, I'm gaining kind of like 5 HP a turn or a combat because of that. We want to keep the Skullcracker for a long encounter in which I lose all my exhausting strikes. Hot Iron is needed. Same thing with the repeated hits. It's very good. Very good. What about in stances? So I probably do need at least one stun just in case. Inhuman Utterance is incredible because it pairs well with the passive. Raw Power is staying. Reposition is staying. Counter is staying. Fortify is staying. Okay, so it's just the question of the blocks. Yeah, it's either the blocks or Blade Fury. I think Blade Fury it is. Well, you know what? I haven't used the block. I haven't used a block in ages. Let's dump it. You're gone. Sorry. Okay. Okay. That works. I guess we'll grab yet another weird candle. We're at 11. Since we're defeating them so fast, that's why we don't need to use the weird candles as much. Okay. We did get an exhausting strike. Yeah, she woke up because she's mad. Get rid of that one. Alright, so we have a bunch of repeated hits. Oh yeah, we should have done raw power. And then repeated hits. And again. And again. Fantastic. We are so good, I swear. Alright, Blessed Curse. Reduce the enemy's armor by 10 until the end of combat chain. No. We could get another repeated hits. Up to 3. Let's see. I will say that repeated hits is probably better than Blade Fury. So then the next time I remove something I could just get rid of. Even Blade Fury. That's crazy. Because Blade Fury is amazing too. Yeah. Maybe I have enough attacks. How many do I have that exile? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that exile, so I'm down to 10. Yeah, I probably do want to have one more attack then, because if I do remove that, then it's, yeah, I definitely need another attack. So let's do repeated hits. It's just so good. Alright, Division. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave. No. At the start of each combat, gain 4 ultimate. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's great. When the ultimate ability is fully charged, every hit gains cleave. Ooh, that's I wish I got both of these earlier. Alright, we're going to take a muck. Because it's too good, but Might Overflow is really cool. Really cool indeed. Let's deal more damage. Okay. So now I officially have stun on demand, and I can keep doing it if I so choose. So that's really good. We should have no trouble until we get to like 60, 70. Alright. Stun all enemies with no or negative armor. I don't need to stun anymore. Stunning is... Oh, I need to get rid of my stun card, actually. because it's no longer valuable. Rage, every turn until the end of combat, increase your damage by 25 and offers some armor. No. Taste of Blood. Whenever you kill an enemy, duplicate the next attack card played. Oh, yeah. That's good. Plague Wielder, whenever you receive a hit, reduce the enemy's armor. No. Each hit received increases your damage by 25%. No. Let's do Taste of Blood. Duplicate an attack card after getting a kill. That works for me. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I do want to get rid of that stun. Sure, let's remove their armor. Do a skull cracker. Exhausting strike. Repeated hits. Again. Okay. Alright. Double strike, deal 2 hits. Cleave. Yeah, I'm not taking any of these. None of them are good enough. Not good enough for me. Berserker armor. For every 7th hit received, gain 400% damage. No. Division. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave for 20% of the damage received. No way. Or gain 20% lifesteal if you have all your ultimate. That's not going to happen. That could be disastrous. Well... Yeah, all this is terrible. I mean, whatever. I'll take the Berserker armor. Let's just get rid of that thing. I can't use any of it. I just thought about it. I don't know if I'm at a quarter health or less. I am. Okay. Alright. Here we are against the Four Dwellers. Now, this is going to be the main problem. Is these guys. How am I going to handle these guys well? So I can absolutely bring this in right at the end. Because, again, I don't want to actually use the lifesteal. So we're going to do a raw power on the guy on the right. Okay. Right, so at the very end, we're going to pop this, followed by an Inhuman Utterance. That is the plan. Yeah, that is, in fact, the plan. So we're just going to keep doing Crawling Fire on this guy. Make sure he's low. Oh, is this 2 random enemies? Okay, well, that's fine. Then quick counter. We didn't actually get the best draw because we have a lot of extra energy, but we're going to stun them all. Ooh, I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing. Completely forgot. Let's do a quick attack. I mean, we can do an exhausting strike. We can also do the deceitful pommel. Man, did I forget. Alright, we need to do the Inhuman Utterance. I need to get rid of one of these. Anything costing me 0? Not really. I could do a raw power, but it's not actually helpful. I could do a reposition. Anything cost me 0? No. Well, let's save this for later then. Okay. Alright, so I can stun them all again, but that's going to be a big pain again. But I don't think I really have an option. Let's see. Oh, my health is at max. Wait, how did that happen? I must have accidentally done it. Oh, yeah, I attacked after I did lifesteal. Ooh, that's actually really not good. But that's okay. I actually need some of them to hit me. Oh, dear. I don't think I can manage that, right? Yeah, I think that we have to just play inefficiently then. Yeah, we're gonna have to stun them. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna do the lifesteal right at the end again, but this is gonna be pretty problematic. What I need to have happen is only some of them hit me. But the problem is that's not, yeah, they're just gonna all go. What can I do to help out? And I could do an acid flask. Oh man. Oh, Internet Tomato, what did you do? Alright, let's just toss the acid flask. We need to get rid of one of these guys. Yeah, this isn't nearly as strong anymore. I forgot. It's actually rather weak. Ah, man, that's such a pain. Okay. Okay. Let's think about this. So I can do another inhuman utterance. I can stun them yet again. Can do some exhausting. I guess I shall. Man, we need to get rid of these discharges. Alright, we have to stun them. Alright, so now they're upgrading themselves. They're increasing their damage. Alright. Let's do the crawling fire. Let's get rid of these. That's so important at this point. Alright, let's pop also a potion. Or not, a candle, I meant, sorry. And hit him. I don't think I want to bring in anything exiled. I mean, I guess I could, but... you know what? I guess I will. Oh, I forgot I couldn't play it. That was a bad move. Alright. Let's think about this. Oh, man. Man, just because of that one time of accidentally healing, I might have gotten myself killed. Oh dear. I mean, if I have to play an oversaturated runestone, but I would really hate to do that. What would I draw if I draw 3? Nothing useful, right? Yeah, I don't have a counter. The counter's in here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, the only way to live is probably playing the oversaturated runestone, but my goodness, that's just delaying the inevitable, you know? Man. Yeah, and I don't think I can't stun one and then deal with the other 4. It's not going to work. Yeah, we're going to have to use it, which is such a shame. An absolute shame. A travesty. Alright, so we're just going to have to be doing some hits then. Remove some of his armor. Where is it again? Oversaturated runestone. Play that. Let's remove these discharges. Oh, I missed it. Accidentally misclicked. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so they're all buffing. We need to remove these as fast as possible. Okay. So yeah. Ooh. We have a counter. Uh-oh. Huh. So I can counter and I can stun. I can do a talking skull of... Well, yeah, I think I have to, actually. Well, actually, let me think about it. I don't think that I can survive unless I draw the right card. Yes, I believe that's true. And I'm fine with doing the crawling, whatever. Remove some of his armor. Because I have the energy for it. Alright, so yeah, it's over unless I draw the right card, which is like a 1 in 3 chance. Nope. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, that was a little bit well, it wasn't unlucky. I mistimed the cards when I played them. It should have been the other order, and I think this would have gone significantly better. But it's okay. We done good. We did fine. What, 300th is my guess? Let's see how close I am. 574. A very good guess, obviously. 100%. I actually had a lot of fun doing that one. More fun than I expected with the Berserker. I haven't played that one in quite a while. We'll start this one. We're going to just plow through the first probably 20 fights and then go from there. As one does. Alright, hello, monsieur. Okay. Oh yeah, he needs to hit me, right? Yeah, I'm gonna let him hit me over and over. Go for it. Again. Again. Perfect. And kill him. Alright, so now we're at a quarter health. And I will be getting our benefits already. Alright, we're going to do reposition. I like that a ton. It's useful for anything because it's 0 cost and also just lets you draw a whole new hand. At 0 armor or lower, no, that wasn't helpful. Frenzy, whenever you have less than 25% health, increase your damage by 100. That is good. Let's take it. We are going straight damage probably the entire time. All right. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, when you're below, so I need to be at 24. Okay. So yeah, say that should be happening. All right. So I just need a singular point of damage then. But they'll deal even more because they're being so friendly and helpful. All right, so now we have the +6. Yes, that's a lot better. He's dead and dead. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see. Exhausting Strike. Oh, wow. That's amazing to see at the beginning here. We're taking it. Empty-handed. I haven't seen this in a while. At the end of turn, gain 10 armor until the end of next turn for every stance card discarded. I don't know about that one. Barricades. Whenever you play a card, increase your max health by 1 until the end of combat. I don't know about that one. Vitality. I'm gonna have to be taking some damage to do this. I mean, that will give me a larger pool to dance between. So I suppose that's the way to go. Vitality it is. 50 extra health. That means we're gonna have to take some damage. Like 30? Oh, it gave us a lot of health. Okay. 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 We'll let him hit me. I don't think this will kill him. It'll increase his damage, though. Alright, we'll let him hit me again. We're still not taking enough damage. Well, now we are, right? I think so. Yes. Dead. Okay. Let's see. Gravewalker protection. Gain a block and pick a card from the grave. Ascend. Return 3. No, no, no. All these are a no. Cancel. Barricades. Blood Inside. Okay. Barricades. Whenever you play a card, increase your max HP by 1. Vampirism. Gain lifesteal if you have ultimate charges at maximum. No way. Let's do Blood Inside. If there's only one enemy, increase our damage. Yeah, we should have been more careful with the charges last time. But oh well. Okay. Alright, another one down. We got chain attack. Okay, deal a hit, duplicate, no. Repeated hits, don't mind if I do. Rampage. At the start of each combat, deal a hit. That ended up being rather helpful. It becomes less helpful later on. So, you know, I should care more so about the distant future. When ultimate ability is fully charged, every hit gains cleave. Now, that is interesting, but I can't exactly get to that maximum. Okay, I guess we'll do Rampage anyway. Even though it's better at the beginning than the end. Yeah, because it just gets us a kill. Oh, no, the stream didn't crash. No. Can you hear me? At least I don't think it crashed. I hope not. I don't know if I even want to take Shield Breaker. It's another crawling fire, but it's just worse. All these are really good. We're going to take, well, I guess let's do Superhuman Conditioning. 2% damage for every 1% missing health. Man. Okay. I'm gonna check my stream health. Yeah, so it says that I have an excellent connection. Okay. Yeah, strange. Whoa, I got 3 more subscribers. Oh my goodness. I got like a dozen subscribers today. That's insane. I had a good day today, analytically. Okay, in terms of cards, what do I want to duplicate? Let's do the Exhausting Strike. Yeah. I want to make sure we get enough of those. Let's see. Alright, let's put in the Gar. Let's put in the Tier. Put in the Man. And, yeah, I guess we'll upgrade it. Why not? Yep, dead. Man, we really are doing fantastic, by the way. I say after we lost the last one. Power Blow. Deal a hit for 750% damage. Draw 2 less cards next turn. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say no to them all. Calm Mind. Each combat, the damage received from the first 4 hits is reduced to 1. Now, that's not half bad. Fortified Entrance. Start every combat with 75 armor. Burning Blood. Retaliate all received hits with 10 damage. That's pretty lame. Yeah, let's do Calm Mind. First 4 hits deal 1 damage. Really nice. That will help in the future when somebody's doing a huge hit. And if I remove too many of my blocks. Alright, let's do a Crawling Fire. And yeah, we're just going to be hitting him. Do some repeated hits. He's gone. Let's keep doing them till we're out. Okay, I don't think of anything that cost me 0. Okay. Alright. Let's do Small Strikes. Almost. Another one. Okay. Could kill him. Nope. Sure. Fortify. Why not? Do some reflecting. Okay. Let's do our exhausting. And do it again. And hit him. Okay. I didn't realize how low my health was. I guess I could do this. I don't want to do it too much. That's going to kill him. Yeah. That won't. Okay, let's do it. And hit him. I think I'm good. I think I'm below a quarter. Still. Yep, I am. Pretty sure. Yep. Okay. Discard a card. We have a few good options. We're just going to do a basic attack, though. I think. Yes. You gone. Alright, Blood Oath. Whenever you use your ultimate with 8 or more charges, increase your damage. Or, at the start of your turn, gain 10 armor for each ultimate charge this turn. Or, whenever you suffer a hit, gain an additional ultimate. So, none of these were actually good, right? I'll take Blood Oath, though. Whenever you use your ultimate with 8 or more charges, increase your damage. Oh, actually, no. Well, I'm not using any of these, right? I mean, maybe Born for combat. I guess that's true. I could use it now that I only take 1 damage with Calm Mind. Yeah, let's do Born for combat. Alright. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, how did your day go, kid? Or are you still there? Alright, the Skullcracker was too expensive, crazy enough. Man. I mean, I could take it. Well, I guess I will. Walked a few miles and swung swords. Do you own weapons? I forget. I think you said that you do. Like, you own, like, a few, right? A few swords. Let's play... Oh, man, I don't like any of these, but... I guess we'll do the Berserker armor. Moved your turkey to a new coop today. Man, that is crazy how many birds you got. Tons. Yeah, I've only ever had dogs. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Piercing Strike. Reduce the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10 for the next 5 turns. This isn't too bad. I do need another way to remove armor. So Piercing Strike isn't terrible. Because I didn't get anything last time. Or anything good last time, I should say. Yeah, many times I have extra energy too. The Skullcracker makes it that I don't have enough. I need like 5, typically, but I have 6. Alright, let's do the Piercing Strike. Pain Fondness, whenever you sacrifice life, gain 10% damage. Blood-Fueled Rage, each received hit increases your damage by 25% next turn. And Barricades, whenever you play a card, increase your max health by 1 till the end of combat. Let's see. I guess I could do Blood-Fueled Rage. Each received hit increases damage by 25%. Yeah, I guess that's okay whenever you sacrifice life. Yeah, 10% is so minimal. 25% is a little bit more valuable. Also, we do need some good rune stones for sure. He's just dead, right? Yep. Man. Alright, let's increase our card draw. Okay. Theo is absolutely interesting. After killing an enemy, gain 100% damage, or after killing an enemy, draw a card. Reduce its cost by 1. Pretty good on both sides. I don't like Man. I don't at all, really. Let's put Theo in the armor slot. Yeah, we'll live with it. We've seen worse. Whoops. Awkward. That's fine. You're dead. Alright. Lopsided pairing. Gain 3 blocks. Offer 25 armor. That's actually not bad. Counter. We found counter too. Alright, let's do the lopsided pairing. 3 blocks is just, it's so good. Alright, Berserker Rage. Whenever you use your ultimate, increase damage of your next hit by 100%. We're trying not to use our ultimate, really. Pain Fondness Punishment. Every turn retaliate the first hit you suffer, dealing 100% of the damage you received. We're going to do Pain Fondness. It's the only one that has a chance to be useful at times. Okay. Alright, let's do a stun. Okay. Let's do an exhausting. Yeah, we can hit these guys pretty well. We can do a small strikes. That's fine. Small strikes. Not hitting the right guy, that's okay. 0 cost block. Okay. We're drawing a lot. Could do the repeated hits. Yeah, let's pierce him. Remove a bunch of his armor. How about that? We also have the block up, so 2, 3, and 4. I could do a lopsided parry, we probably will. Also should have done that first. I can't kill him, can I? No. Alright, let's do the lopsided parry. Okay. Ooh, I just realized I didn't get what I wanted. Let's do a reposition. Okay. So I can kill him. There's small strikes here. Piercing strike, crawling fire, and we can do a block. Alright, so we can get rid of this guy. Alright, we're doing pretty solid. Let's get rid of another strike. Okay. Let's grab that weird candle and go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, this isn't going as well as the time before. It's not like going awful or something, but, you know, it went better last time. Because we do need stuff that stacks when we're at under 25% damage, and we don't really have that. Let's take raw power. That did help us on more than one occasion. Plague Wielder, whenever you receive a hit, reduce the enemy's armor by 10. This start of combat... Man. In start of combat with 75 armor... start every combat with 75 armor for 1 turn. Okay. If your armor... If your barrier is damaged, gain 1 ultimate charge. I don't have any barrier at the moment. I guess we'll take the Plague Wielder, because we are letting them hit us at this point. So. Occasionally. Occasionally. Okay. Right. Alright. Dead. 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 Essentially dead. Let's do a block. And dead. Alright. Alright, so we have another counter we can take. We have the Refreshing Breeze. Gain in energy, but offer 25% damage. Don't really need that. We do have a quick attack. I don't mind it. But last time I was tempted on getting rid of it. So maybe I won't. Alright, Beast of Darkness. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your HP by 1. No. If your health is below 50, which it is, draw 2 more cards. Now that's pretty good. Berserker Rage. Whenever you use your ultimate. Oh, you're falling asleep? No worry, bud. No worry. Well, yeah, I'll catch you on Tuesday. For sure. But yeah, no worries. I can understand. You walked a few miles. And you were hanging out with the birds. So I'm sure it was a pretty exhausting day. So it's no worries, man. Also, I've been told so many times that my voice is calming. ASMR. So I'm sure that's part of it. Well, maybe. I don't know why I do get that all the time, but I do. From all walks of life, everybody has told me that. Online and offline. Okay. Do I want to duplicate something? There are some interesting choices. I think I do, but I just don't know which one to choose. The lopsided pairing is really nice if I do need to block. Alternatively, I could just grab an exhausting strike or a repeated hits. We do need a second one of those. I guess I will take it. Alright. Man, we're still not getting the luckiest. Okay, increase our danger by 75% in the first 2 turns. We have a cracked Gar. We have a Stan. What do we want in the back there? We don't exactly want the healing. Yeah. Alright, we don't want to give them armor either, so we'll just end it. Alright. And get rid of him. Get rid of him. Can do some repeated hits. And you're also out. Yeah, we really need those good passives. Okay. Last resort, gain 3 blocks. Next turn, offer an energy. Bloodlust. Deal one hit for about 300% damage. Damage increases by 30% for every 10% of your missing health. Interesting. That's a big hit. Don't get me wrong. But it's not exactly better than repeated hits. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that bad, though. Oof. I mean, it's better than the base stuff, right? I don't think I've even seen that one before. Alright, we're going to cancel. Alright, Soul Trap. Increase your max health by 3 after each combat. That's not bad. Berserker Rage. Whenever you use your ultimate, increase damage. No. When the ultimate ability is fully charged, every hit gains cleave. No, let's do the Soul Trap. We'll be grabbing some health per kill. Oh, sorry, per victorious combat. Okay. Let's see. Hit. And then we can probably get rid of him with this. Yeah, we will. I can almost hit this guy. We're getting there. Let's do a reposition. Draw 4. Oh yeah, Pierce. That's great. Lowers his armor a significant amount. We can do it again. Oh yeah, we need to do a lopsided pairing. I don't want him to hit me. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Skullcracker. I forgot that heals me, actually. Well, that's okay. We're early on enough in the game that it's not a big deal. Okay. Ooh, I didn't think that through. Well, that's okay. Let's pierce him. Okay. Skullcracker is dealing a pretty big hit. Alright, so now he's dealing his actual damage, which I kind of wanted to have happen. Alright, let's do a block. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we should be able to get rid of him now. I don't think we have to get rid of the skulls, if I remember right. Nope. Alright. Fantastic. Discard a card. We'll get rid of the last attack. Alright, Blood Drinker. Whenever you kill an enemy... Oh yeah, we're doing Remorseless Assault. Whenever you use the ultimate, stun all enemies. Yeah. Gotta happen. Alright. We want to keep the blood candle in case we want to take some damage. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're already down to 0 health. I'll block this. All right. Easy. Okay. Raging Blade. Discard your hand and deal 0 hits. 1 hit for each card discarded. No. Offer all energy and deal a hit. 175% damage for each energy consumed. And that is pretty deadly, but no. I'm not going to be doing the counter either. Let's cancel. Corpse Shield. Whenever you kill an enemy, gain 50 armor and in energy. That isn't bad. Pain tolerance. Whenever you receive a hit, gain 10 armor. Or every card costs 3 health. No. Alright, corpse shield it is. Energy per kill. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we start with 7. And now we have 7 still. We can do a bunch of repeating hits. Oh, I should have done a crawling whatever. The crawling whatever card. Skullcracker probably kills them all, right? Yep. Alright. Shield Slam. Deal a hit for 50% damage to all enemies. Stun all enemies. Offer 30 armor. Okay. That's a yes for me. Yeah, that is. Yeah, stunning all enemies is... Oh, man, I hate doing that in the fight with the 4 dwellers, but it does have to happen. Ugh. Oh, a muck. We found it. Well, I guess I didn't really need it then, but we got it anyway. Alright, so a muck at the start of each combat, gain 4 ultimate. Oh no. They gave us... Wow. They gave us 2 really good ones. Well, okay, I don't think I can survive without Death Crush. Whenever you have less than 25% health, duplicate each attack. I have to do that. A muck is really good, but I can't pass that up. Okay. Kill 1. Kill 2. Kill 3. Let's see. These won't get a kill, will they? No, I don't think so. 4. Okay, we have all this energy still. I think I ended with 8. Love when that happens. Alright, duplicating another card. What would I want to duplicate? Lopsided pairing is interesting. I think there's a lot of good options. But increasing the card draw is also really valid. Let's increase the card draw. I don't think we've done it yet. At least not in this run. Nid. For every point of unused energy, increase your damage by 100%. Or draw 2 additional cards. It's not terrible because I do have a lot of energy. Heal by 1% of your max HP after killing an enemy. No. Sigil. Stun a random enemy after 15 cards. No. I guess we'll put Nid here. For every point of unused energy, draw 2. It might happen occasionally. Hey, potato. Hello. I think it's mostly you and me today. Kid just went to sleep, and Masha is also, right, she's out of it. So, it's just you and me. But yeah, it's going well. Let's see here. The Sacrificial Dagger. Offer 10% of your max health, 17 to gain 50% damage until the end of combat. No. Chain Attack. Deal a hit and duplicate the next card. Nope. Alright. Brand of Sacrifice. Every card costs 3 health. No. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave. No. Last call. Whenever you have 3 or less cards in hand, increase your damage by 200%. I'm okay with that. That happens really rare, but better than nothing. Well, it's true. She's probably just listening. Yeah. Potato says that she hopes you're feeling better, Masha. Well, that you feel better soon. Alright, so their armor's pretty low. Alright, this is going pretty well. We're just getting a kill with each card played. Yeah, zero coster. Alright. And Potato, I got 12 subscribers today. Isn't that crazy? I really needed that, honestly, for the channel's growth. That was just like, so, it's so helpful. I can't even. But. Have I ever tried peanut butter sauce? Yes, I kind of have. Well, maybe. I have had peanut butter chicken. I don't know if that counts. Because peanut butter is in the sauce. So if it counts, then yes. I think it's mainly for the texture, by the way. Like when I had it, I couldn't taste the peanut butter. Okay. I can do a skull cracker. Shield slam isn't going to be enough, but I guess I'll do it. Oh, it was enough. Wow. Astounding. Okay, let's keep hitting them. Man. Okay. Your sister bought this peanut butter sauce. It tastes great, to be honest, but I think it goes better with chicken. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've only had it with chicken. Yeah, I don't know if I've told you, but, like, my dad has such weird, like, you know, he's into strange flavors. So he was the one who first had the idea of trying it. But it's actually not half bad. She used it for some eggs she made tonight. Wait, is this the vegetarian? Who would do that? That makes no sense. I don't know. Can a vegetarian eat, well, some vegetarians probably eat eggs. I don't know. I'm gonna cancel this. No, the other one. Man, well, I'm disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed at everybody involved. Whenever you receive a hit, gain 10 armor if your barrier is damaged and don't have barrier. None of this is useful, but we will take pain tolerance. I am still disappointed. Yeah, we are really plowing through this, by the way. Let's get a third repeated hits, but that'll be our last one. She's just weird. She loves eggs a lot and adding different sauces on top of her eggs with garlic sauce or peanut butter sauce. Just yuck. You know, that sounds weird. Man, very strange. Let's do fear. That'll help a ton with combat. Reduce their armor by 50 with each hit. That's impossible. It's like she's perpetually... Oh, I just realized I need to take some damage. Ooh, I didn't. That's not good. Sorry, it's like it's like some individuals, they almost act perpetually pregnant, where they have like that pregnant stomach or whatever, where they're hungry for the weirdest things. Just very weird. Very weird. I don't get people. Strange indeed. Alright, so we're going to put this here. Polished ear. Duplicate the 5th card. I don't think that can ever harm us. Okay. But it's true. I swear. I didn't get many attacks. That's strange. Well, I guess we'll do the lopsided pairing. Yep. That's... Oh, yeah, we're not getting duplicated. I completely forgot. So I actually want to take a little bit of damage. Just not too much. I guess I could just do the blood candle. Yeah, now we're good. Is it like you craving chocolate? I think that's a little bit different, in my opinion. Because craving chocolate, I think that's normal, right? When you're craving a dessert or whatever. Nah, but some things are crazy. Final strike. So this is very similar to that one card. For every kill, increase the damage by 10%, but that's not worth costing 2, so. Do I have stuff that offers? I don't think so. Offer 5 health to pick 2 cards from your draw pile. I think it's normal, especially for girls that are on the period. True. That is true. I have heard that a lot. We're going to take a muck to get some ultimate charges. Yes, they do crave sweet stuff. You would know. I'm not judging you, but you would know. Let's see. Well, we are duplicating. I don't have the stun. You're totally a woman. You are a woman. When you say it that way, it sounds like you're not a woman. I'm totally 100%. Why don't you believe me? Man, do I keep going with this? I think I do. I believe he'll die. Actually, no, he won't. His armor's too high. I could stun. You know what? Let's stun everybody. What happened there? Unless that killed somebody for some reason. Didn't even realize. Alright, dead. We can skull cracker you. I don't know why I did that. Okay. You are 100% a girl. I know. I'd have to deal with these. Do some repeats. Yeah. For whatever reason, every single time I hear or like say the word girl, or somebody says the word girl, what I always think of is my niece, because she always pronounces it "goal," and that's always what I think. I don't know why. That always comes to mind every single time. A goal. Let's get rid of the small strikes. Should eventually get rid of the blocks as well, but they are next on the kill list. Let's place that there. Oh no, let's place that there. Yeah. Yes, it is. Kids are cute. Sometimes. I mean, back in the day when I was like, 20, I was absolutely the kind of person that, so some people are like this, but I was absolutely the kind of person that didn't understand why kids liked me. Because kids do. But I was always told it's because I treat them like an adult. Because it's like, if they're acting out of line, I tell them they're acting out of line. And it's like, I don't like change my verbiage when I talk to a kid. I'm like, no, you can't be doing that, whatever. So I've been told that that's why, because kids typically like that. They don't want to be like, oh, you're so cute, me, me, me. Anyway, so I already have a wolf raw power. I don't have an inhuman utterings. This is going to be important one day in the distant future, so let's take it. Beast of Darkness. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max health by 1. If your barrier is damaged, don't have it. Every time you gain armor, gain also 25% damage. I don't gain it that often, but I do have stuff relating to armor, right? I have something. Whenever you kill an enemy, so whenever I kill an enemy, I gain damage then. And whenever I receive a hit, yeah, I guess that's fine. So much pain. Yeah, it's kids, I don't know. Man, that went fast. Crazy fast. Alright, stunning blow. Try to stun the enemy. Yep, nope. Hold breath isn't too bad. I was kind of hoping for the one that deals damage to me, because I do need something that offers health. I don't have anything like that quite yet, but we will one day. You gotta believe. You'd probably talk to them, treat them like a kid because they are a child. Yeah, I don't know. I get it. At 75 armor, duplicate the next card played and offer 50 armor. We're going to do that one. It's not going to happen often, but it might happen if I put in the right runestone. Which I'm not doing now because of a basic 0. But I will say, Potato, it depends on, like, the kid. Right, because it's like, it depends on their age. Because if they're like, obviously if they're like 5, you're not going to talk to them like an adult. You shouldn't talk to them like an adult. But if they're like, 12, they'd prefer if you're, if you don't BS them and you just say things flatly. Because it's like many times I feel like people, whenever they talk to kids, they struggle to really know how to talk to them whenever they're like of that age, around 10-ish, where it's like they're still a kid, but they're like getting older. It's like that around that age range. For a reason, I feel like sometimes people struggle to like know whether to treat them like a teenager or somebody in elementary, because they prefer to be treated like they're more mature than they are a little bit. Like they like to be talked to flatly. But anyway, so duplicating a card again is an interesting idea. Let's see, we are getting close to not being able to get cards again. At the moment, I have 2 exile attacks, which would leave me 8. If I duplicate anything in here, it'd probably be the lopsided pairing, because the next thing to go are some blocks. Yeah, lopsided pairing isn't a bad idea. We already have 3 repeated hits. We have a Skullcracker. Another exhausting strike isn't a bad call. I'm not getting another piercing strike, there's no way. Or shield slam, also no way. Yeah, none of those. So yeah, I guess we'll get the lopsided. Or we could increase card draw. Let's get the lopsided. Alright. So another very good block. Okay, so it gives us +4 damage. Some healing. Alright, so Cracked VO is pretty good. We already have it equipped in the armor slot, though. Yeah, we're not really saving energy, so Nid may as well just be dumped. We kind of do want +75 armor in the first turn, because that means that the first card we play will be played 3 times now. Oh, we have the other tier. Oh, let's do that instead. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Okay. I forget, Potato, have you babysat much? Alright, I'm gonna have to use that blood candle to lower my health. Probably should have done that earlier. Dead. Dead. Also dead. Exhausting strike, sure. Repeated hits, he's out. And gone. And more gone. And another one. Okay. We can do reposition, but we won't get anything we want, so we'll just send it. I will say it's like many times, like, when I do talk to people about, you know, like babysitting, whatever, what I've definitely learned is people without children or who haven't had any experience with like babysitting typically have a really strong opinion on all these different things. And I always just like think it's kind of funny because it's like, you know, talking about what they should be eating or like, you know, different types of routines and all this different stuff. And it's like, dude, like you, if you've never babysat once, you know, it's hard for you to judge exactly how to do things and in what order. Like it just seems, you know, many times it feels like a misplaced priority. People care about things that aren't that important. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your max health. Whenever you play a card, increase your max health. Or Bulwark, whenever you have less than 25% armor, or sorry, health, gain 40 armor. Let's do that. It is a little bit helpful in a way. In a way. Am I still getting the benefit? Barely. Barely. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I can pop this whenever I want. I'm going to do it at the end. Let's see, I have the Exhausting Strike. Skadoosh. Scary. I know, they are creepy. Thank you. Thank you, Potato. These creepy, creepy people. Let's give him some raw power. Why not? Make him deal more damage. I am not scared at all. Ooh, so close. Well, you'll still die. Alright, we got a free block here. The question is, do we want to do a lopside and a regular block? I think we do. Let's do a lopside and a regular. Yep, so we're blocking 6. We're doing okay. Alright, so we took 2 damage then. Not a big deal. Let's remove 50 of their armor. That's really good to see. Let's do, yeah, let's do the Crawling Fire. Because that one is a goner. Okay. Got a free block. Yeah, let's do a Pierce. And yeah. He's out. We did it again. Again. Let's discard a card. Let's see here. We probably, yeah, let's just get rid of the block. Regular blocks are lame. Yeah, we definitely need that blood candle. Also, do we have Wayfarer's Leaves? We do. We should definitely have that equipped. Yes. Alright, that's fine. Another weird candle. We need to make sure that we're taking damage as we're playing, or else we will in fact have issues. Okay. Do the exhausting. Wasn't there another one? There was. Exhausting. Crawl. Oh, he's dead. Okay. We got the Blade Fury again. I haven't seen one of those in quite a while. Short pause. Gain 50 armor. Upgrade if used when under 25% max health, which happens all the time. Increase the card's duration by a turn. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's not too useful. Foresight. Offer 6 health to pick 2 cards from draw. Yeah, I need something that offers. That's the problem. I don't have anything that does that. I'm going to need it at some point. There are better things, but I'm probably going to have to settle because I can't risk not getting it. Okay. Power of Sacrifice. Whenever you receive a hit, draw an additional card next turn. If you're below 25% health, which I always am, its cost will be reduced by 1. Not bad. Start every turn with an additional 75 armor for a turn. Not bad. Whenever you kill an enemy, duplicate the next attack type card played. All these are actually not half bad. Let's do, well, Fortified Entrance will let me do an additional duplication at the beginning of the combat. Well, Taste of Blood will happen more often, but later on. That is a tough one. Yeah, I guess I'll do Taste of Blood. Creepy. Creepy. Okay. You got hit. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's do our little cleave. Shablam. Another one. Shablam. And, yeah, you're a goner. So I kind of want to play Foresight just to lose a little bit of health. I don't care what I take. That's fine. Again. Okay, that's fine. And you will also die. Okay. Perfect. Alright, Piercing Strike. We don't want another one of those. They're not actually that good. But anyway, Sidestep, draw 2 cards, gain some armor, and Storm of Blades, 4 hits at random enemies. Nope. Steel Barrier. First blocked hit in a turn grants you an ultimate. That's okay. Every card costs an additional 3 health and grants 1 ultimate. No. Whenever you play a card, increase your max health by 1. Nope. Alright, so we're going to do Steel Barrier for an extra ultimate pretty much every round that they attack. So, half the time. Alright. Exhaustive Strike, you're out. Exhaustive Strike, you're kind of out. On you. Repeated hits. Okay. Man. Man, oh man. All this energy, crazy. Okay. Huh, draw 1 card chain. That's interesting. Okay. Desperate Measures. Discard your hand. For each card discarded, heal 2 and gain 2 armor. No. Reduce enemy's armor by 10 until the end of combat chain. No. Alright, we're not going to do those. Let's cancel. Power of Sacrifice. Whenever you receive a hit, draw an additional card. If you're below 25% health, it is decreased by 1. Not bad. Every turn, retaliate the first hit you suffer by 100%. Nope. barricades give you a little bit of max health in the combat. So we're going to do Power of Sacrifice. Grab a damage, and I think this is going to be our last legendary encounter. And then we're going to be done. But it's dependent on survival. But what just happened? Did I play something? Musta. Oh, I must have played the Tainted card. Must be. Yeah, has to be. Okay. Let's see. Giants! Yes, these are the Four Dwellers. Aren't they terrifying? They are double our size. We're as tall as their hips. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see. We do have the shield slam to just stun him at the beginning, but that's gonna mean... Man, I don't know if I want to do that exactly. Alright, let's do Exhausting Strike. Alright. Let's do the Pierce. Let's do the Crawling Fire. Yeah, I mean, we probably should do that, but I don't exactly want to. Okay. Look at all that weirdness discharge. Yikes. Okay. Goliath, totally. I mean, they are like a Goliath, right? They are terrifying, potato. Alright, we need to get rid of a couple of these. We are going to be in a lot of trouble. But we can keep stunning them. At least for now. 1, 2. This is going to be duplicated, so that's going to be a lot of damage. Ooh, very close. Man, that hurts. You know what? Let's do a throwing knife just to kill him. Oh, an exhausting strike. Nice. To you. Then we have one more of these, I believe. Okay. Now I want to stun them, which is going to give us a lot of discharges. Apparently we can do a repeated hit. Oh man, that was a mistake. I forgot. Ah, that's how we lost last time. Alright, we're going to have to use the weirdness discharge. Ooh, that is how we lost last time. Hopefully we handle it better than before. 1 to 2. Alright, so they're not hitting me that much. We could do a shield slam. And it'll stun them once. You know what? Maybe that is actually a good call. Let's do it. And then we can actually use these weirdness discharges to lose some health. Okay. Yeah, we need to keep losing health. That is a top priority. Let's grab a human utterance. Okay. That's funny, kind of. Okay. Well, so we can stun them all still. Reduce armor of 20, armor of all enemies are 25. I think that's a good call. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll do it again. Yeah, I have to. 4. And then we'll stun him. We'll do it again. You can play the block, but I won't. Okay, that was a huge pain to get all the way down here. Okay. So I just want to keep hitting him with repeated hits. Yep. Ooh, I should have done raw power. Let's do it now. 3, 4. And the weirdness discharge. Okay. Well, I need to make sure he dies. Ah, he's out. If I play this, it's a little scary, but I do need to get rid of it. Okay. Man, look at all this. That's crazy. We do need to do an inhuman utterance just in case. We need to stay on top of that. Okay. Alright, so I need to end with it. I didn't do that correctly last time, but we can this time. We just have to remember. Okay, piercing strike. Crawling fire. We can do a duplicate skull cracker. And just stun him. And I'm not gonna use the weirdness discharge. I don't want to risk a duplicate that I wasn't aware of, because that has happened in the past. Okay. Okay, so we're in an... I think that we're now officially in a pickle. But we do have lopsided pairing. Maybe we're not. Oh yeah, we have 2 of them. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright, we'll do lopsided pairing. We'll give ourselves raw power. We'll do another lopsided pairing. Well, we have to. Yeah, then we can just keep doing repeated hits, I think. I think that's the call. I could do... Yeah, because we're blocking a lot. Yeah. Okay. He'll go down in a couple hits here. But this is a big one. Let's do it to him then. Yeah. Actually, they're all looking pretty big, but he's out. It's free. I'll take it. A big hit. Man, that's crazy. Another one. Okay. 7 blocks, so we're going to take 1 to 2 damage. That's okay. That is very tolerable. Okay, we took 1. I'll live with it. Ooh, get it? Alright. He's out. Can do piercing strike. Man, we're just full of this stuff. We can play a block. Reduces damage, sure. Okay. Alright, I think he's gonna go out. Crawling fire, we can do a bunch of repeated hits. Once it duplicates, I think he's gonna be a goner. Whew. Potato, we did it. We did it. We killed all 5 of them. I was a little bit nervous, but we did do it. Can you believe it? Woohoo! That's right. We did it. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that block, and we're going to be done in a moment here. Got a bunch of stuff. We got some food I can eat if I want. We do have the blood candles we can use to lower health. We also have the Wayfarer's leaves. Yeah, I think that this is fine. I just want to set myself up for next time. Ooh, more stuff over here too. Man, they're loading us up. Okay. Yeah, I actually don't like these very much. That's okay. And last thing to grab, I guess I could take 1 healing mixture. Because I don't think that there's too many ways to heal. Yeah, I have nothing that heals me. Well, I guess that, well, I have my ability, but ability heals me too much. Well, no, I'll take the weird candle. Alright. So, guys, for the few out there lurking, I'm going to be done here. I honestly had a lot of fun, even though I made that foolish mistake last time when I was playing and got myself killed from the Faith Healer. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. My goodness. But hey, we made it back. We defeated the Four Dweller. We're well on our way to get through with the Berserker. I think we can do it eventually. We don't need to win that many fights compared to the other melee guys. But anyway, for those of you who have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. It really helps the channel. We've had a great day today with analytics. Please join the tomato patch. It would warm my heart. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to be spending some time with Potato. We're going to be hanging out a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and a great night. And yeah, next time I'm streaming is going to be on Tuesday. So I hope to see you guys there. So yeah, see you later. Bye-bye, guys.